Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Amarendra Ghosh and my subject is chemistry. So in this particular video, we are going to find out the value of 1 atmosphere. And after that, we will get the different values, the different units of pressure, and we will try to correlate between these units. So without wasting your time, let us start the video. So before deducing the values of 1 atmosphere, let us first understand what is 1 atmosphere. To know this, to understand this, we first discuss about the Torricelli experiment briefly. Scientist Torricelli took a beaker which was partially filled with mercury, and he took a glass tube which was full filled with mercury, and the glass tube has the length of 100 cm. He put this glass tube inside the beaker in this way, in an upside down manner, and he fixed this with a stand. He observed a pretty amazing thing. What is observed? That the mercury level gradually falls down, and at a certain height it stops. See what he observed. First, mercury level gradually was falling down, but after some time, at a certain height, it stops. This phenomena can be explained with the help of two laws. Firstly, it is the Newton's law, and secondly, it is the Pascal's law. According to the Newton's law, every object has a tendency to fall down. So in a similar way, the mercury has also the tendency to fall down. But why it gets stopped here? This can be explained with the help of Pascal's law. Pascal's law states that when pressure is exerted on an incompressible liquid, the pressure is distributed equally among the different positions of the liquid. You can see here that the upper portion of the beaker is open to the atmosphere. So the atmospheric pressure can interact with the liquid mercury here, and the pressure exerted by the atmosphere will be equally distributed among the different positions of the mercury. That's why there will be an inward push also inside the glass tube, and that pressure holds the mercury at a certain height. On the height of sea level, he conducted the experiment, and he observed that the mercury level is near about 76 centimeter. So why he did this experiment on the height of sea level? Because we know that with increase in height, the atmospheric pressure gradually falls. So he chose the ideal height for doing his experiment. So we can indirectly say that the pressure exerted by the mercury here of 76 centimeter height is exactly balanced by the atmospheric pressure. So 1 atmosphere or atmospheric pressure is a pressure of 76 centimeter mercury pressure. The pressure exerted by the mercury of 76 centimeter height. So again the question arises, we have now come to know that the mercury level with a height of 76 centimeter exerts the pressure which is equal to the 1 atmosphere pressure. But what is the value of 1 atmosphere? It still our question remains. What is the value of 1 atmosphere? Now to evaluate the value of 1 atmosphere, we are going to take the help of this expression. P equals to H rho G. P stands for atmospheric pressure, H stands for height, rho stands for density, and G for acceleration due to gravity. Height means the height of the level here of the liquid. Here it is mercury, but it can be also be conducted with other liquids. So it is the height of the liquid that is get balanced with the external atmospheric pressure. Now let us take the values for mercury and let's see what the atmospheric pressure comes out. Height is 76 centimeter. Let me erase it. Density is 13.6 gram per semi cube, and it is 980 centimeter per second square. After calculating this, we will get a value 1.013 into 10 raised to the power 6 gram centimeter per centimeter per second square. From second law of Newton, we know F equals to ma. That means force equals to mass into acceleration. Unit of mass in CGS unit is gram, and that of acceleration due to acceleration centimeter per second square, which is equals to 1 dyne. Now we want to introduce this term dyne into this unit. So let us write it 1.013 into 10 to the raised to 6. Now in some way let me try to incorporate this unit here, gram centimeter per second square. But see that here it is centimeter inverse, but I am putting here centimeter. So there must be a centimeter to the power minus 2 present here. So 1.013 into 10 raised to 6 gram centimeter second to the power minus 2. It is actually 1 dyne. So you can write dyne, and here it is centimeter raised to minus 2. So 1 atmosphere, I am getting a value 1.013 into 10 raised to 6 dyne per centimeter square. Again, this is one of the relation between 1 atmosphere and dyne per centimeter square. Again, we know that 1 dyne equals to 10 raised to minus 5 Newton, and 1 centimeter equals to 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Let us put this value here. So again, 1 atmosphere, what we are getting 1.013 10 raised to 6. 1 dyne means 10 raised to minus 5 Newton, and centimeter to the power minus 2, that means 1 by centimeter square. Now after putting the value of centimeter here, we will get this value 1.013 10 raised to the 6 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 10 to the power minus 4 Newton per meter square, or 1.013. 110 will be cancelled out here. See, in the numerator we will have 10 raised to minus 1 after cancellation, and this will cancel 110. So we will get 10 raised to 10 to the 5 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. So I have already obtained two relations. 1 atmosphere equals to 1.013 into 10 raised to 6 dyne per centimeter square, and 1 atmosphere equals to 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Again, we know that 1 Newton per meter square equals to 1 Pascal. The name of the scientist we have already discussed about Pascal's law. So according to his name Pascal, the unit of pressure is also Pascal. 1 Newton per meter square equals to 1 Pascal. So again we have 1 atmosphere equals to, this is Pascal, so 1.013 into 10 to the 5 Pascal. So please note it down, the 3 units and still there are 2 units remaining. Till now we have got these 3 units of pressure and the relation between 1 atmosphere. Again, we know that 1 bar equals to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So 10 to the 5 Pascal, 10 to the 5 Pascal, we can put 1 bar here. So for 1 atmosphere, we will get 1.013 bar. This is the fourth relation. Again, we have seen that the pressure exerted by the mercury of height 76 cm is exactly balanced by the atmospheric pressure. 76 cm means 760 millimeter. 1 millimeter mercury exerts a pressure of 1 torr. 1 millimeter mercury exerts pressure of 1 torr. So 760 millimeter mercury will exert 760 torr. So again we have 1 atmosphere equals to 760 torr. So here are our 5 expressions and the relations between themselves. 1 atmosphere equals to 1.013 10 raised to 6 Dyne per centimeter square, 1.013 10 to the 5 Dyne per meter square, 1.013 10 to the 5 Pascal, and 1.013 bar and 760 torr. These are our 5 expressions of the values of 1 atmosphere. Now here comes a tricky question for you that should come to your mind, that why Torricelli took mercury for conducting his experiment. Why didn't he chose water instead of mercury? Water is easily available, and whereas mercury is very toxic material, so he could chose water over mercury. Why didn't he do that? It is clear that there are some disadvantages. Maybe there are some disadvantages for using water instead of mercury. But what are the disadvantages for using water? This is your task. This is your homework. Please try to find out this question, answer of this question, and answer this in the comment section. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.